Hey tennis players, how's it going? Coach Jeff here. Thanks again. If it's not your first time tuning in, I really appreciate your support. The best way to support this channel, by the way, is to interact. Subscribe, like, and comment if you have any questions at all. Happy New Year to everyone. You're definitely going to subscribe. I want to get lots of great content on the channel this year, so you want to be a part of that. Before we get into it, thanks to Slow Mo Tennis Pro for this footage of Carlos Alcaraz serving. That's what it's about today. We're going to take a look at Carlos Alcaraz's serve. We're going to compare him to Nadal. And I'm going to show you, first we're going to go over a few things that they all do, fundamentals that we should even be striving to do as tennis players. And then we're going to go over some things that are unique, in my opinion, to Carlos Alcaraz versus Fed and obviously Nadal too. What do they all do? Yeah, they're all close to continental grip. We want to get that grip close to number 2. And here we see Nadal's on a little bit more of extreme grip, but that's okay. That's within a range of correctness. There's this racket passing over the head position. I hear Ryan Reedy of 2 Minute Tennis call it knocking off the birthday cap. I think that's a great way to think of it. I love his channel, by the way. Be sure to subscribe to that. And then here's the wrong side position. All the good servers look like they're going to chop that ball in half, or even like they're going to come around with the wrong side of their racket to hit the ball right before they hit it, which is why this last part, pronation, the inward-outward rotation of the forearm, finishing in what's called the wristwatch position, is so important. So those are things that you should be striving to do with your own serve, using a continental grip, letting the racket pass over the head, and then turning to contact. Now, will you be 3 feet off the ground after you hit it? I don't know. Maybe not. That's as a result of how fast they're swinging. Those are kinematics and forces. So will you look exactly like a pro? No. But can we learn from the pros? Yes. They do things very effectively. Now, as far as Carlos Alcaraz's serve by itself, I think it's very interesting as this very straight out toss. And it's very reminiscent of a very standard, what we think of as the trophy position, where the arm comes straight out. And to this day, if you look at the top of any trophy, it's going to have this look where the arm goes straight out and the racket kind of even comes up more above the hand there. Now, although this is what is typically taught, in my opinion, I prefer people to bend. So I would call this bowing, where you try to bow the body in this shape like a bow and arrow. Whereas, it does help you get the shoulders at that tilt that you need, but I prefer people to keep their body straight and then get the angle of the shoulders by bending your knees. Because I think keeping these body segments in line and separating them and bringing them back together is much more effective. But that's not to say Carlos Alcaraz doesn't have a very good serve. And in fact, we'll show you why, even though in my opinion Nadal bends, why Carlos has a bigger serve, or a better serve in my opinion, why he probably, and I don't know their exact serve stats, but I can see biomechanically how Carlos could probably hit a bigger serve. But the trophy position serve, and that to me it's something that he learned. It's something that's very intentional. It's not like just a habit. Now, so Nadal here, you see Nadal has the bend. You see Nadal coils body segments more. You see he gets more turn with his body, and he's getting that angle more with the bend of his knees. So that would be the bend to me. Like, do you get your angle from bowing, or do you get your angle from bending? So I prefer this bending position to get the shoulders tilted up, and I like the body to be more in a straight line. But in my opinion, Carlos Alcaraz, what he does that's even more important than that is, I don't know if you remember, towards the beginning of Nadal's career, he went through some big serve changes where he really was, there's some good footage of it too, of him working with Uncle Tony and another consultant online, trying to add some MPH to his serve. But it's so important, that throwing motion and that racket lag. And I think you'll see here, although Nadal is doing much better with it, he never really got the timing of that racket drop and the elbow coming forward to get really as much power, in my opinion, as he could have. You see how his elbow's already starting to come forward before this racket's even close to the backdrop, whereas you look at Carlos Alcaraz is really good with that, in my opinion, the way he uses this body segment, how it collapses and stretches out. He's going to build up more kinetic energy through this body that's going to come back together and really explode into that ball. Where to me, Nadal always looked a little tight with his shoulder in his motion. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments about all that stuff. Do you think bending or bowing's better? In this next clip, I'll show you, to me, Federer is someone who really bends. He really does a good job keeping his body in a straight line to his knees, and then he's really getting that angle with his knees, bending his entire body up towards the ball, not bowing his body. But again, even Carlos Alcaraz to me does better with this length than Federer, so it's no wonder he can still hit a very hard serve. But I think if he combined that with trying to focus more on turning and less on bowing, more on bending, I think he could do better with that. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll give you a drill here at the end to work on coiling, by the way. Work on bending your body more to get you there. But anyways, here's me trying it out at the court. I tried doing straight out again. It didn't work for me, but that's not to say it doesn't work, because if I've never done it before, very few things can you just go out and try to do and have it work out for you. So, but anyways, I feel a lot more power turning these body segments in and then letting them come back around versus keeping that arm straight out like that. But again, I would like to know, have you ever heard this before, this bowing concept in this trophy position? Is it something you were taught? Is it something that works for you, that you like? Let me know down in the comments. But if you want to try to bend more, here's the drill I was talking about. It's called the Elvis Presley. You start with your feet kind of standing forward like this, and when you coil you just come up on this toe, turn this hip in, just like Elvis Presley's dance. Really toss out to your side here, and then once you hit, try to come back around to the other side. And that's the Elvis Presley, where it kind of forces you to turn your body more. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found value out of it. Let me know if you have any questions and comments. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And again, please subscribe to the channel and help me out. All the best.